So when you move to a new country and you have to learn an entirely different way of doing stuff, you sometimes run into this problem where you encounter something that is terrible. And you don't know if it's bad because you're doing it wrong and you don't know the system, or if it's bad because you've gone to a bad place.
One of the frustrating points living in a different country is that you don't know how to navigate, you know, the stuff. And I understand there's a new or a different system. However, like, one thing I'm really frustrated is the doctors. I'm very used to like walking into a doctor's office in a like no notice, because if you need help right away, like, you go even though like you don't have an appointment. But here you have to have an appointment, but the appointment itself you can get it maybe a few weeks later. Like, I mean, then what's the point of treating, unless it's like unless it's like a big like chronic illness you have. So that one part I just don't really understand.
Up to a physio appointment, which took me forever to get because it was 2 weeks to see a doctor and then 2 weeks to actually get an assessment, and then now we actually start the physio 2 weeks later, so 6 weeks.
The hip is extended.
It's very inefficient. Like, I tried to make an appointment to do this thing, but then I got there and then I had the appointment so that they could tell me that they couldn't do the thing that I had requested, which I felt like, so why am I having this appointment at all? Like, can't you just have told me this in email and then I would have gone to a specialist? But no, you have to have an appointment so that they can tell you that they can't solve your problem and then refer you to a specialist. And then when you go to the specialist, you can't take care of it. You have to go to the specialist and have a consultation so they can be like, oh yes, 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 I can solve your problem, and then let's schedule to have your problem solved. Where I feel like it's now been months and months and months that I've been walking around with this thing that is really not that big a deal, and I don't know why nobody can solve my problem.
And then whenever I go to the doctor's office, there's no people. Like, and I'm like, and the funny thing is, even though I booked ahead of time and I made an appointment, it's always I have to wait. Like, and I feel like, why did I make an appointment in this certain time and I made my time and it was on time and then never is on time. It's not like they're like 10 minutes late. They're like 45 minutes late to see me. I'm like, that's like almost an hour. Like, I've been here an hour to see you when I made an appointment. I have like few weeks, even if it's 8 weeks ahead. And then sometimes it happened that like the nurse was like, oh, we don't have you in the, and I'm like, literally when you said it, I put it in my calendar. So this can't, like, you it up, but I can't say that. If they don't have an appointment, they're like, you know, it's like, I don't understand.
I just got out of my general doctor office, which is a doctor that recommends you and like sees your symptoms and recommends you what to do. So she gave me 4 papers. I don't know why they can comply to one, but it's basically one paper sick leave per day, I guess. So many papers. I just like got out there on my German do love their little papers. So actually the 3 paper were not specific days. Actually, number 1 paper is for myself. The second paper is for my insurance company. And the 3rd paper is actually for your employee. And there's also the 4th paper is for actually the next treatment referral paper. So 4 papers. And I literally was not prepared to actually receive a paper. So like, where do I put it? Basically, I was like a child, like with papers, like.
So you do a control before you've taken the test substance. This thing, which is just like a bunch of fructose or lactose or glucose, whatever it is you're testing, you just dump it into warm water. You're supposed to dissolve it and then drink that, and in 30 minutes do another breath sample. So you do a control, and then 30 minutes after you do breath test, 30 minutes after you do breath test, and then an hour after, and an hour after. And then I mark the time. This is the third one I have to do. I'm putting them in once I've done them.
What is this for?
It's testing for food intolerances. Earlier in the year, I was having digestion trouble and it didn't go away. So I went to a doctor. It's like not serious, but it's annoying and it's been going on for a long time. So I wanted to make sure that there wasn't like anything more serious happening. And then the doctor recommended that we also test for a bunch of food intolerances. So I had to do a number of different tests, and they're gonna test like a number of different types of food intolerances that you can have. We'll find out. The doctors that I've all talked to seem to be very aware that like insurance is complicated and different from person to person. And so they've always given me like a schedule of like, here's what's covered, here's what's not covered, here's which tests you'd have to pay out of pocket, here's how much they might be, here's what the procedures with additional fees would be, is this okay, is it all right to proceed? They seem to be very aware that like cost is a contributing factor for how people pursue specific lab tests and how people pursue specific treatments, which I found was like very nice. And coming from America, and even Korea also has very good healthcare, it's surprising to me what is expense and how expensive it is and which things are covered and which things aren't covered.
Oh, what's that?
This is a bill for my medical stuff.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, this is the bill for my extra blood work.
Great.
Great, I guess that means it was processed.
Nice.
Lovely. They say that I get none of the results, all the results go to the doctor, and all the bills come to me. So this is my health insurance card so that I can log it online, which I think it's funny that they send you your password via actual mail. It was fast though. It's only a couple days.
This is the standard like gray paper that all the companies send.
Yeah, right?
This is like standardized. I feel like a little bit, I think it's like a government issue. It has to be something like this.
Okay, so you have this option in the app where you can either enter the activation code that's on the other side of this, or you can scan.
Good job.
So cool.
Also, actually, if you're having a sick day in work, the payment of that day actually is coming from your insurance. So the employee still pays you a full amount of your employment wage. However, partially the days you are sick comes from insurance. That's why they required that paper. So there's a lot of like things I've got picked up throughout the like experience and like on the way. But I mean, I hope there's a good source to actually read upon it, because I'm not sure how to navigate the system. I went to the doctor's office and got some sick notes, and they gave me actually 3 papers. One is for the actual insurance, so I actually have to submit to our insurance company. There's barcodes that you could scan it and then register and submit your skin, like here, like they do it. Like this is pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Great, done. Oh, Leigh! I found another amazing thing. Do you see the difference? I mean, you know, the difference is for different
Details, non-details?
Yeah, but this is the only one that actually has only the barcode.
So you won't accidentally get it confused and scan the wrong thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
I was like,
That's pretty cool.
Even the insurance company I have doesn't have much explanation on the website about when you are with us, you should do this, you should do this, when is appropriate, what are we covering and what's not covered. It was very unlike German company, because are you supposed to be the one who explicitly explains me all the things in your website and all the things you offer? But no, so I'm certainly not clear what's covered in the insurance, and nobody actually explains it to me.
So like neither Susie nor I knew that when you went to the doctor and you got a sick note, like for your leave of absence from work, that you actually have to submit that places. That was a new procedure, and it was never explained to me by the doctor's office, not ever explained to me by HR when they were onboarding me. It wasn't ever explained to me when I was looking up stuff about like what you need to know as an expat in Germany. None of that ever came up. And I really wish that there was somebody who had like told me some of the basics about like, here's how it's different in Germany. You'll have to do this, this, and this. And oh great, I would have known that.
Everyone is expecting me to know this, like even my colleagues and all my company, and they only deal with, I don't know, but like they're expecting me to just like coming from an EU country, which I guess is similar, and it's nothing to really be explained.
But at the same time, you don't know what you don't know. Live and learn.
Finally. How many times have we been to IKEA and they've been out of these damn cables for the light? And finally they're in stock again. So we're actually gonna get to finish our kitchen to 100% at long last.
Are we gonna hire someone? Or are we gonna?
Well, we have a ladder now.
Yeah, so we don't have the.
Do we need the
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see. We did it.
It's finally time to install this last light, but it's kind of scary. We got a ladder, but it's really scary to go up that tall because I have to go all the way up the ladder, and I'm too short to do it on the top rung. Like I can barely reach, so I have to go up to this one and carry a super heavy thing and slide it in, screw it in, undo this one, connect the cable first. It's kind of terrifying. I should dust the top of our cabinets while we're up here though.
Don't look at that kind of stuff. Also, how do we even like put it and screw it?
Right?
How did he do it?
How did he do it?
Dude.
Should I try and undo this one and like see? I don't know how it even pops in and out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Susie, I don't know. Okay.
Before you get out,
Yeah, make sure it works.
you have to test it actually works.
Yeah! Kitchen officially finished.
Okay, look at this, Leigh. Huh?
Uh-oh.
It's not working as coincidence. We figured it out. Yep.
Boom!
It's pretty smart. Whoa.
Yeah, we got some daylight in this kitchen.
Yeah, it's like 250 ISO.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Truly excellent.
Good job.
Good job. Hey, we did it! Another day, another medical test. Last one in an hour. So I learned my lesson last time, and I did this one much earlier in the day so that I could eat as soon as it's done in an hour, which is about, I don't know, maybe 10 in the morning.
They really want a hard copied printed version of everything. So one of the things I've started doing is going to coffee shops a lot. I like the Deutsche Post has a standardized mail. Standard thing to have at home now is actually an envelope and some stamps and some actual labels and pens.
Okay, it's my last breath test before I can eat like a normal person and go about my day. Bye-bye breath test. So the doctor told me that it's actually faster to just like drop it inside one of the mailboxes rather than go to an actual post place. If you go to a post place, it can sometimes take up to 2 days for it to actually get posted out.
I got the hard copy. Now I actually have to post it to the place. Hello. I tried multiple times with the machine to avoid talking to a person, but then they wouldn't allow me to pay, or couldn't pay with coins, so I had to talk to a person.
It's a little bit stupid, but I am hesitant to kind of talk to any German person in German, I would say. So there's incidents like where I have to kind of speak up and request certain things and ask certain things.
So neither Soo Zee nor I speak very much German, and we're both not really willing to like put ourselves out there and try and have conversations. So whenever we get into a situation where somebody doesn't speak English and we have to communicate, we both kind of do this like, you go first, no you go, no you ask, no you ask kind of thing, because neither of us really wants to do it.
But I just like freeze and don't say anything and ask like Leigh, nudge Leigh, like first of all, I convinced Leigh to come over. Second, I just like nudge, like Leigh, could you do it for me? And then
in May, Soo Zee lost her keys, and then we weren't able to find them at the central lost and found of the city, and nobody turned them in, so the time has come now to just get them replaced. And it's a kind of a long and complicated procedure, and Soo Zee wanted to have the keys copied so that the type of key matches the old type of key, but neither of us knew how to ask for this from the nice German man. And so we wound up just like not really asking.
And with the keys, definitely I chickened out and didn't really ask beforehand if it's gonna be the same brand. If it's not so, then I should have not done it.
And then afterward, when we got different keys, eventually one of us like got up the gumption to be like, so is it possible to get the same type of key? He was basically like, no. That was it. So we are a little bit uncomfortable still, I think.
For now, it's kind of functional. If I'm better at German, maybe a few years later, I'll try to find the right brand and kind of copy my keys.
Keys copied, finally. I didn't need any special forms, or they didn't ask, they did it. It was just 80 bucks.
That is the most expensive key copying I've ever witnessed in my life.
Yeah, anyway.
But you got it.
I got it.
Oh, wait, did you help?
Oh, is it needed help?
Yeah, just to the door.
Oh. Oh. All right. We finally have a chair.
Finally. Just one.
Yes.
This is why I hate online shopping. Everything is home delivery, home setup all the time. Oh yeah, height's right. Height's right.
Height's right. Look at all our
I really don't want things that I'm gonna throw away within a year. I am very believer of buying things that brings you joy, but also that you're gonna kind of use it a lot and love it. And I don't like any of the things I see in eBay Kleinanzeigen yet, and I haven't really had the time and the money to really figure out the bathroom.
Like, this is the state of our bathroom. It's still like basically just like a $9 IKEA thing and like no shower curtain.
We're trying to figure out what we want. And then here, as you can see, there's no shelving or whatever storage.
This wall is just like entirely bare. Look, it's just like a sea of white. You can't even see anything when I scroll.
It's very narrow bathroom. It's not bad, but we don't have any storage. And we want somewhere we can put like even towels or something. So I think we found some solutions. We're gonna build it in, and I'm not gonna build it in, sorry. We're gonna put it in and see how that will be looking.
We can shower, it's fine, but I'm just very like frustrated and embarrassed because it's like we have to get so many things in so many different rooms. Like my room is a wreck. Like my closet is just like, I'll show you my embarrassing closet. My closet is just like a suspension rod, just hanging with some shelves. there's no like right or wrong for what furniture we buy and at what speed I buy it, you know, and where I put it and how I decorate. That's all super personal. And if I'm okay living in a house that is like kind of incomplete, then that should be fine. I shouldn't really care that other people have, you know, more complete looking homes or have already painted their walls or own more furniture than me. But that said, I still do feel kind of embarrassed. I'm like been embarrassed to show it on camera. I've been embarrassed to show it to my family, and I'm definitely too embarrassed to invite anybody over to my home to hang out because I don't even have a dining chair for you to sit in, you know, don't have a couch. Like, it's all still a little bit unfinished. And even though it doesn't bother me, at the same time, it does kind of bother me a little bit because I'd like for it to be finished, but it's just gonna take me a long time to get it finished because I have to figure out what I want, and then I also have to like comparison shop because I kind of want to see what's out there to make sure that I'm getting a good price for things, and then it also just takes a lot of time. It takes a long time. From this angle, like the room looks complete, and then our kitchen's done, but everywhere else we still have no furniture and it's still embarrassingly unfinished, and I've been too ashamed to show everybody, thinking like I'll fix it and then I'll show it on camera, but like not really. So I'm sure you've seen this hellish corner where we have stuff to get rid of. We have a ladder.
We have to go to a special place to throw things out.
So these are just have been here for months, even though it's the moment we unpacked them, we're like ready to get rid of them. Yeah, but because we have to go to a special place, like we just haven't done it. So they've just sat here in this corner for months. Even months after moving in, we still have just like our toilet paper and our vacuum just like sitting on the ground because we haven't figured out a solution for that. And we finally got a dining table, but then the chairs aren't going to be shipped until like months after we ordered it because it's in some other part of the EU in a warehouse, and because of Corona all the shipping has changed.
So we have one chair.
So we have one chair. They sent us one chair so that we couldn't cancel the order and like buy from another place because we like the chair. It's very irritating. Full wide angle so you can see all of the glory of our mess.
I mean, it's functional. At this moment, we can sit down on the couch and watch TV. Is it ideal? No. Is it pretty? No. But it's coming together one by one. It's okay. Like really, it's okay. It's not bothering me as much as it's bothering other people. Then I really want to say to them, like, you do it. Yeah, maybe I should have saved up. Maybe I should have saved up more to do it, but I feel like I didn't know I was gonna get this kind of a house, and how could I have prepared it? And I mean, I already spent most of the money on the kitchen, which was the essential part. So I feel like, chill out, people, chill out. One thing I'm very excited about is pickles.
And it's a pickle riding a bike.
We are looking for pickles.
That's it, that's where we're going.
That's how it goes. Do you think there's some pickle opportunity?
That is the most important thing.
Pickles.
There are no pickles.
What are we gonna do? We have actually no time to rest right now. We have to go.
We have to go.
Goodbye, pickles.